Just drop the album and see what's up. All right, man, let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right. So, man, a lot of time guys be looking at us like the way we be dealing with chicks, man, and the way we talk about them and the way we talk about mastering them and dominating them and all that, man. And no matter what we say about women, they find a way to look at it negatively. And sometimes if you don't pay attention to who's talking, man, and what they've been through with these bras, man, then you understand that these men have had terrible relationships with women throughout their lives. Some of it started with their mothers. They had terrible relationships with their mothers. You understand? Young, I didn't have a great relationship with my mom, man, but hell, I'm about to take my mom on a mini vacation. You know what I'm saying? In shit, this weekend. No, she got a 4-day weekend, man. I'm gonna take on a mini vacation, man. Just cause I can, just cause I want to. She's excited about it. I'm excited about it. This is just what it is. But some of these guys, man, they have relationships with just bad, horrible relationships with women, man. So what you got to understand about this, man, some of these guys never got laid anyway. So I want you to think yourself, how would you feel about women if you just never got laid anyway? What you got to think, some of these guys never got laid by a woman they didn't marry. Some of these guys only got laid by women that they were married to, man. And now that they're not married, they don't get laid. And this is the thing. They don't expect to get laid because they know from their previous experience that the only time they get laid is when they married. So there's a lot of ways we view things that guys who just have never gotten laid don't get. They just don't get it, man. And the thing is, that's okay. But the thing is, they want us to feel the way they feel. And that's just not gonna happen. So when I tell you guys that I abstained for 2 years, y'all understand that. Y'all like, damn, doc, 2 years? That's major right there. A guy who would never get laid anyway, he like, man, that ain't nothing. I didn't get laid all the way through high school. That's 4 years. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, that ain't nothing. I didn't get laid in high school or college. That's 8 years. That ain't nothing, bro. Well, 8. That 2 years ain't nothing. But he's a man who ain't never getting laid anyway. So he's had the desire, but he's never had the temptation. Temptation happens once you start to enjoy women. When you start to enjoy women, the temptation to enjoy another woman, that's when the temptation starts. If you have never enjoyed women, even if you have had sex, but it wasn't enjoyable and you were a servant and the woman was like, hump left, hump right, up, down, turn round, up, down, change positions, stop, move slow, move fast, don't go, you're hurting me, stop, get up, it's over. Like, some of these guys just haven't had the good experience with positive female interaction outside of friendship is what a lot of guys haven't had. And this isn't a knock on those guys. This is just understanding that these guys have not had that. And of course, if you've never had positive female interaction outside of friendship, your outlook on women is going to be different from men who've always had positive interactions with women. I've never had these problems with women that guys have because I've never cared enough to be with a woman who's going to give me some issues. I'd be ready to drop a woman at drop of a hat. You cross one of those lines, a woman don't get twice to cross a line with me. You know what I'm saying? A young woman get a little leeway to learn, but once she learns something, she don't get no more leeway to cross that. Once I teach her something, if she does that again, it's over. And a woman who's already mature, a woman that's 30, something like that, that woman already knows these things, so she don't get no time to cross the line. I know when she crosses the line, she just tested me. And I don't have to deal with no tests. I'm not going to deal with no tests. I'm going to bounce. I want you to think about how it feels to be a man who's always served women, always been a servant, but never been served by women. There are men who are married and don't even get brain from their wives, but they go down on their wives. And there are men who aren't legally married, who are in relationship with women that they go down on. Woman don't never give them no brain, man. I couldn't even fathom being sexually involved with a woman who I just can't even fathom being with a woman who Even if she never did it before, when she meet me, I'm gonna be her first one. I just can't fathom it. And the thing is, I'm not gonna allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? When a woman tell me she's never done that, I'm not gonna even. We're not gonna even engage sexually until she does it. That's gonna be her. That's her entry fee. That's her entry fee into getting this back breaking that I'm gonna give her. She gonna have to give it up. She gonna have to do it. If she don't do it, she gone. You see what I'm saying? Like these guys have had terrible relationship with women, and so they look at us like we crazy because we talk about women. Man, if you have been enjoying women your whole life, it is a task to resist the temptation to be with women, especially when women are still coming at you on a daily basis. And I'm not saying every day you go out and a new woman is coming at you. I'm saying women from the past, women that you've already met, women that just I just don't understand why these guys can't understand. See, we can understand where they coming from. I can understand if you never got laid. I can understand if women didn't give you no positive interaction. I can understand if women treat you like a sucker. I can understand if women friend zone you all the time. I can understand that. I never got friend zoned. I've never been friend zoned because I've never dealt with a woman who didn't show me attraction confirmation. So I know from the time that I say something to her, she already want me. I don't have to worry about the friend zone. It ain't gonna happen. And my vernacular is too spectacular for a woman for me to talk myself out of something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never talked myself out of nothing. I talk myself in the shit that I ain't know I was talking myself into. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. So, when guys talk, man, and they act like something's wrong with talking about women, something's wrong with being with women, nothing's wrong with it. As men, we just have to learn to gauge the quality of the women that we deal with. We either have to learn to gauge the quality of the women that we deal with. And we have to learn the nuances and the particular warning signs that let us know that a woman is not high quality. But to those guys, all women are bad. Because if you've only had bad experience with women and women have dissed you and talked to you bad, and then the woman you was married to cheated on you, and then the other woman you was married to cheated on you and had a baby on you, and the other woman you was married to treat you like a dog. See, I don't understand the concept of a man who's been treated badly by a woman. What kind of man are you if you let a woman treat you badly? You're not a man. You're not a man if you let a woman treat you badly. How you let a woman treat you bad? Like she's a woman. She's just a woman. So how do you let a woman treat you badly? How do you take abuse from a woman? I want y'all to think about what that means. How do you take abuse from a woman? What does that even look like? What does that even sound like? Like when you see abuse from a woman, what does that even look like or sound like? I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is to be abused by a woman. I don't know. Really, man, me heard a lot of things. Me heard of a lot of things, me never hear of that one. No woman gonna abuse me, man. I never take that from a woman. Me never take that. So when guys are like that, they preach. They preach going monk and they practice going monk. Man, let me tell you something. There is no way you have had positive experiences with women serving you like a king, and your ass even thinking about going monk. It just ain't no way. There is no way you think about going monk because when you look at going monk, you like, man, the way women be serving me, I'm just gonna get that up. I'm just gonna give up the way women be serving me. I'm just gonna give up being catered to like the king that I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give up, man, having a woman, man, just do whatever I want her to do. And some things I didn't want her to do, she do it anyway. And then I realized, okay, I wanted her to do that. We're talking, I don't even understand how you say it's a positive thing to just go away from that forever. It's easy to go monk when you already been monk your whole life. It's easy to go monk when you've been with one woman for 25 years, or you've been with one woman for 10 or 15 years, or even you've been with one woman for 5 years, and that's the only woman that you ever been with in that way. It's easy to go monk. When you get dogged out by the one woman you've been with or the two women you've been with, it's easy to go monk. You feel like you're going monk to save yourself. But what if you ain't saving yourself from nothing? What if you enjoy your interactions with women? What if you think being having the right woman in your presence is an amazing experience? I've had some amazing experiences with women, bro. Amazing experiences. I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lie. I think about some of them now. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I want to go back and oh man, I wish I could have her back. No, I just look at the experience, man. I'm like, man, it's something about that alpha energy, man. The alpha energy gives you a different interaction with women. Why? Because you have the gall, you have the intestinal fortitude, you have the willpower, you have the self love, you have the self respect, you have the self elevation, you have the self valuation, you have the self pedestalization, you have the self prioritization to not settle for any woman who's below your bar. My bar is here. Anyone below that bar can't make it. She can't be at the bar. She got to be above the bar. My bar is here. All of us have different bars. You understand? Every man has a different bar. I mean, of course, we may have some similarities in our bar, but every man has those particular nuances of his bar that are specific to him. My bar is here. Any woman under my bar just don't make the cut. That's just how it is. But what these guys do, they say every woman is under the bar. Every woman is under the bar. And sometimes it's just groups of women. Okay, this group of women right here is under the bar. I don't mess with that group of women. But then some of these guys say, man, I ain't mess with none of these women, man. I'm going monk. What are you protecting yourself from? See, going monk is the easy way out for a man who already was going monk, who already been monk. You know what I'm saying? If you have these spells in your life, man, where you don't have positive interaction with a woman for years, and not because you wasn't trying, not because you didn't desire it, you just didn't get it, man, it's easy to go monk. You know what I'm saying? For a guy like that, going monk is just accepting your life. Is accepting. It's just saying, okay, I don't have positive interaction with women. Women don't like me, and women don't desire me. Well, okay, forget them. I don't desire them either. I ain't got to have them. They ain't got to have me. I ain't got to have them. Forget these women. And it's easy to do that when that's your mindset. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, man, if you got to, if you woke up this morning, man, with a picture of a pretty little tight kitty in your phone, man, then like you ain't. That's not your life. You know what I'm saying? If you wake up to sexy pictures in your phone, man, that's it's different for you. You know what I'm saying? If you have women in your life you like, they like you like them, you enjoy them, they enjoy you. It's not the same thing. So another thing, man, is if you're a guy who wants to rub your success in the face of a woman, like you see guys who they want to rub their success in the face of the women who didn't want them. But here's the problem. A lot of times those women aren't available. So what do? They just use all women. When you see a guy who just wants to do this thing where he has to rub his success in the face of all women and make them feel like, well, yeah, now I'm above you, I'm here now, and all of that, man, that guy has had terrible experience with women, man. He just wants to rub it in the face of women. No man should be doing anything in his life to impress women, to pay women back, to get women, to do anything that has anything to do with women. Nothing in your life should be done for the sole purpose of interacting with women in any way. Nothing in your life. If you're a grown man and you're still doing things in your life for the sole purpose of interacting with women in a positive way, negative way, in any way you want to, you're in too deep emotionally, man. You're emotionally scarred by the women in your past. You're emotionally scarred by the women in your past. You just are. And this is coming from a guy that don't cold approach women. So this ain't coming from a guy that go out and do all this chasing and trying to meet women and running up behind women and taking tests. You know what I'm saying? I don't take the boo boo test. So when you're talking about that, man, like I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. So this come from that type of guy, man. I don't do none of that, but I'm still telling you right now that I mean having positive interaction with women, man, it just makes it different. Makes a huge difference. Famo, what's good? Got a couple super chats in here, man. Let me catch them before they slide away from me. Let's see what I got up here, man. I got the homie YMC. Salute, YMC. Appreciate the $5 super chat. I'm going to say peace and blessings, Doc. Salute to you, homie. Who else we got in here, man? Saw a couple more. Boss man Will 704. Appreciate the $4 super chat, man. Appreciate the knowledge, Doctor. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate it. Desmond Rob. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Shiba Dog saying good job while raising his thumb up. Yeah, I get you. Real talk. Christian Paul, what's up, CP? Appreciate the $20 super chat, man. Salute Dr. POA as always. Thank you for the original great content, brother. These other Red Pill channels have become repetitive, but your message is always unique and on point. Salute, brother. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat. All right, let's get back into this thing, man. So here's the thing, man. When you hear men that always speak negatively on the types of men women are generally attracted to, like, you, man, listen, bro. You have never heard me speak negatively on the men that women are attracted to. You understand? Because I get my fair share of attraction confirmation from women, especially when I dip out in the big boy. You know what I'm saying, man? Let me tell you something. When I'm in when I'm in my car, man, I get attraction confirmation from women when I'm inside of places. You know what I'm saying? When they get the opportunity to see the man, when they get the opportunity to interact with me, and they see me in the flesh. But when I'm in the big boy, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's lively when I'm in the big boy, man. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the big boy, pull up game is phenomenal. I'm talking about on the pull up. On the pull up, the attraction confirmation is all everywhere. But I never, and this is real talk, I never, ever, ever respond to attraction confirmation from women who see me riding in the big boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it. Any woman that see me in the Escalade, man, and just and jock me because of that, I never say a word. Never. You know what I'm saying? I may flirt a little bit, man, blow a kiss or something like that, man, but I will never, ever, and this is my word. If I'm riding clean, the woman show me attraction confirmation, man, I know what it is. I don't respond to that. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna respond to that. So just because you get the attraction confirmation don't mean you gotta, pursue every woman, who give you attraction confirmation. You don't have to do that. But so I'm just saying, when you are the type of guy who gets attraction confirmation from women, like they got names for I don't know who I am. I'm one of them. They got name. They got the Chad. They got the Tyrone. They got the Thuggo. They got the Pookie and Ray Ray. They got all these guys that attractive women are drawn to, and you got groups of guys who don't do nothing but sit around and talk bad about the guys that women are attracted to. It don't matter who you are. You can be educated. You can be from the hood. You could be an NBA player. You can be a lawyer. You could be a doctor. You could be a barber. Whoever you are, if you are a man that women are attracted to, them boys got a name for you. They got a name for you. That's how deep the hate runs for themselves for not being the type of man who women are attracted to. And this is the thing. I know that some beta male self man Johnny gonna say, I don't care nothing about women anyway. I don't care if women are attracted to me. It don't mean nothing to me. If women are attracted to me, so what? I don't even care. I ain't never stand by no women attracted to me, man. I don't worry about that. Yes, you do. If you weren't worrying about women being attracted to you, your ass would never have nothing to say about the women that about the men that women are attracted to. Ever. You would never have nothing to say about it. You have something to say about the men that women are attracted to because you hate the fact that women are attracted to you. You hate that fact. You have always hated that fact. You can't lie to me. I know you hate that fact. You wish it was you. deep down inside you still do. But you put enough hatred and enough disdain and all that on top of that wish that now you act like that wish don't exist. But deep down inside you still wish it was you. You wish back when it wasn't you, it was you. You wish back when you wanted women, when you were pursuing women, that it was you. You wish that your wife treated you better. You wish that your girlfriends treated you better. You wish that your mama treated you better. Well, let me tell you something. You ain't got no animosity with me. You got animosity with you because you allowed women to treat you in a terrible way. Now you got a problem with me because I have positive experiences with women and I want to talk about it. And there are other men who have positive experience with women. And there are men who haven't had positive experience with women who want to have positive experience with women. Not every man who's had negative experiences with women goes down that route and says, well, forget the women and forget the men who they like too. Many men who have that experience say, okay, what do I need to do in order to get attraction confirmation for women? Because here's the thing. Just like, and this is, I want you to understand the negative aspect of this, the hypocritical aspect of this. These men want beautiful women. They want women that are stacked up. You understand? They want women that are stacked up and packed up. That's what they want. But these same men are upset that women don't want them because they don't care about how their body looks. They don't care about being in shape. They don't care about trying to be in shape at all. And so they fault women for wanting men who are in shape. And they call women superficial. And they call them shallow. And they say, yeah, you go get that man. These guys wish hateful things on men and women. They wish that the women would meet a man who would dog them out. And they wish that the man who meet the woman, who dogged the woman out, would get strapped with some child support. Or get strapped with they love that, man. They want everybody to get that negative interaction from women that they have. But guess what? Once you get a positive interaction from the woman, then your interaction with the woman is going to be positive from now on. There'll be no negative interaction with a woman. Me never had one. Me no have one no time soon, man. Maybe when me 80 years old, me have to pay a little bit. Me no lie, man. When me 80 years old, me have to break a bread a little bit. Me may buy some clothes. Me buy a piece of jewelry or something. But that's a long way away, man. That's a long way away. Maybe before me do that one, me go ahead and have a wife, so me have some in-house, you know. But that's a long way away. Until then, me gonna have the positive interaction with woman. I tell you all the time, man. Listen, I did a video, man, like a few months ago. It might have been the end of last year. If you fat and broke, then you don't deserve women. Like you can't be, now I say you can't be alpha if you're overweight and underpaid. You can't. What are you alpha of? You're not in any position of power if you're overweight and underpaid. You have no physical power. You have no financial power. You cannot do both. And that's the problem that a lot of men have, man. They just don't want to accept the fact that they have not cared enough about themselves. They want to do what they want to do, live how they want to live. You know what? It's kind of like Jamarcus Russell. I don't know if y'all remember Jamarcus Russell, man. He played for the Raiders. He played for LSU, quarterback for LSU, went to the Raiders, fills it out, and then got jammed up with a whole bunch of syrup down in Mobile. Let me tell y'all something. That boy was never going to make it in the league because he never wanted to put in the work. And these men who have all these negative things to say about men who get women and the men that women want, those guys just weren't never willing to put in the work. And now they've acclimated themselves to the result of not putting in the work. And that's cool. If you accept the result of not putting in the work, shut the hell up talking about the men who put in the work. There's benefits to getting your money up. There's benefits to getting in shape. There's benefits. And one of those benefits to having your mind right, your money right, and your body right, man, is that you get positive interaction from women if you want it. But you got to have your mind right. You can have your money right and your body right, but if your mind ain't right, you're still going to get negative interaction from women. You're just going to get negative interaction from more women and more attractive women. And having your spirit right goes without saying. We don't even have to mention that no more in the alpha sphere. See, a lot of these guys think beautiful women are untouchable. And so to them, a beautiful woman is a trophy piece. That's why a man will get with a beautiful woman that has no love for him, has no respect for him, has no desire for him, and marry her anyway. Because he thinks, oh, I finally got myself a trophy. Who do you think made up that term trophy wife, man? Was not a woman. It's a better male simp mangina. No one else make that. The better male simp mangina make that up, man. What is a trophy wife? A trophy you put on a case. You display you won something. The man think him won something with a trophy wife, man. The man no win nothing. You think you won something with a woman, you're a loser. Only a loser think him win something with a woman, man. No one else thinks such a thing. The guy him lost his mind saying that thing, man, you know? And we look at him all the time. You look at a guy like Scottie Pippen, man. Scottie Pippen the woman was beautiful when she was young and he met her. She never want a guy anyway, man. Emmett Smith, she never want a guy. Dr. Dre, his wife not beautiful or nothing like that, but she never want a guy, man. You can tell when a woman never want a guy. The pandemic, the pandemic has shown a lot of men that their woman didn't want them. Now it's shown some women that too, but it's shown a lot of men that their woman don't want them, man. When she stuck at home with you, oh man, you ruining her life. She let you know her life is bad when you stuck at home with her. And a lot of guys just don't want to embrace that, man. They want to embrace it, man. Got a couple super chats here, man. Let me catch them right quick. Ahmad Khan, appreciate $2 Canuck bucks. What should be the punishment for adultery in 2021? Man, that's up to God, man. God already laid the punishment. Ain't no new punishment. If we can't do the old punishment, ain't no new punishment. We don't get to change the word of God and decide what the punishment is for certain things. The punishment is the punishment. No, there's no punishment. You know what I'm saying? We're here in captivity, man. We don't have certain rights we don't have. B Ross, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate gems you dropping. BOA, salute to you, B Ross. Fear the None, super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Fear the None. Male or female, the truth got gut punches hurt. It does, man. Man, listen, man. The truth of life is a beast. Aunt Jane, appreciate $2 super chat. We call them types of guys player haters. Yeah, that's what we call them, man. The original, authentic name for those guys. Magnificent Adrian, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. All facts, salute, Doc. Salute to you, homie. El Maestro, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. So, the reality scenario is this, man. These guys believe, and this is why they always preach that going monk and all of that. These guys believe that resisting urges makes you stronger. But they don't know that. Because this is the thing. You can have desires for a woman. Oh, let me rephrase that. They believe that resisting urges makes you stronger. It doesn't. Resisting desire and temptation makes you stronger. As men, we all have urges as we mature. You hit that puberty, man. Man, no urges come down on you. But those are just urges. Desire and temptation. Temptation comes from the knowledge of what it is to be with a beautiful woman in a positive interaction. In a position of power where she's in a position of servitude to you sexually. That's temptation. When you think of, now you got some guys who just, they have the urge to get off. Those guys just chase women, have sex with this woman, that woman, that woman, that woman. When you're a real man, when you're a real alpha king, and you have the patience and perseverance to wait out the bad women, to wait out the women that don't fit, to only deal with women who fit in your life, then your interactions with women last longer. Like, I don't have any like one night stands with women, man. I don't have any of those, those I don't even know her name things. I did when I was younger, but man, I'm a grown man, bro. And if I had known what I know now, I wouldn't even had it when I was younger. Because they don't amount to anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in a position where you understand that a woman's contribution to your life has to be more than sexual. But if you've never had any positive interaction with women at all, then you don't even understand that. You're not thinking about the rest of it. These guys view women from perspective of sexuality and getting laid, and they feel like a certain way because they didn't have an easy time getting laid in their lives. And that's just the reality of it, man. It's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's a true thing, man. It's a true thing. And here's the another thing. These are the type of guys who are willing to settle for a woman who didn't want them. We hear the stories all the time. When she was young and fine and vibrant, she didn't pay you no attention. You know what I'm saying? Now that she's gone from a size 6 to a size 26, oh, she all yours now. She all yours now. And you got to have a certain twisted, sick mindset of self-punishment to accept that. I couldn't imagine a woman who didn't want me when she was fine even having the audacity to step to me. Because what I'm going to do, I might play the game with her. Dangle the carrot. But she ain't going to never be Bugs Bunny. She ain't going to never be the bunny rabbit that get the carrot. It just ain't going to never happen. And most times I'm just going to, man, totally ignore it. Like, it ain't no thing. Because here's the thing, and I tell y'all like this, man, and I say this all the time. It's easy to do a lot of things when you're young because you fired up about life. You fired up about life. Here's the catch. Nigga, I'm still fired up about life right now. I'm still fired up about life. I'm still fired up about life. I put my fire and desire against anybody. 18 to 80. I put my fire and desire, my zeal for life against anybody. You ain't gonna find nobody who has more zeal for life, a stronger zeal for life, a stronger desire for success, a stronger desire to live a wonderful life than me. You just ain't gonna find it. So I view everything from a positive perspective because everything can be positive. Your interaction with women can be positive. Your interaction with other men can be positive. Your interaction with business can be positive. Your interaction with God can be positive. Your interaction with yourself better be positive. Your interaction with your haters can be positive. Believe it or not. So when guys say they don't understand why we talk about women, what the hell you mean? They're a part of our lives, a positive part of our lives. And then you have guys who always point out, who always show a certain type of woman. Man, I don't know no scallywags. I don't know no hood rats. You know what I'm saying? I've known some hood rats, but I ain't seen them in 20 years. I don't know no hood rats. Like, I don't know the type of women that go inside somewhere and fight. I don't know those type of women. I don't know the type of women that pack pistols. I don't know type of women that go try to steal weave out of the weave shop, out of the beauty supply store. I don't know those type of women. I don't know type of women that drop their children off to, well, I don't know type of women with children anyway, but I don't know type of women that drop their children off to their grandma for 2 days while they go out and party in club. I don't know those type of women. And I lived in a bunch of cities, a bunch of states, and I have not been around those type of women. So the majority of women aren't like that. The majority of women aren't ghetto. The majority of women aren't hood. The majority of women aren't hood rats. If those are the type of women you're around because they low-hanging fruit, you got a bunch of guys, man, who just go for the low-hanging fruit. They don't have the confidence. They don't have the positive energy about themselves to go for anything but the low-hanging fruit. And I don't do that, bro. You can't do it, man. You got to figure out the positive aspect and the lesson in everything in life. So if you're a man who's had nothing but negative interaction with women, you got to figure out why. You got to figure out what's negative about it. You got to figure out how you really truly feel about those interactions. And if you feel really, really badly about them, don't carry that grudge through the rest of your life. Figure out what you can do to change that dynamic, because the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're not hurting men who have women by hating on them. You're hurting yourself by harboring that hate, by harboring that negative energy. Your negative energy only hurts you because we can ignore it. You can't. Your self-hate only hurts you because we can ignore it. You can't. Being disgusted with yourself, it don't hurt us, it hurts you. Figure out how to have in your life what you want. And if you don't want it, shut the hell up talking about it. If you ain't worried about women, why in the hell you worried about if we worried about women? If you don't want no women, why in the hell you worried about the fact we want women? I can't tell you, man, how many guys, man, that I have had jump in a comment and say something about us talking about women. Or they'll say, man, BOA, you being hypocritical. Nigga, life is about growth. If I say something last year and then this year, what do you call it? Not redacted my statement, but made some adjustments to my outlook. It's because we're still growing and learning. I don't know everything. I have the right to grow and learn. I have the right to view something differently this year than I did last year, sucker. I had a right to do that. Just like you have the right to do that. As men, it's about growth. We grow. That's why nothing that was holding you back in your 20s should be holding you back in your 30s. Nothing that was holding you back in your 30s should be holding you back in your 40s, and so on and so forth. You have to overcome the negative outlooks because they're just outlooks. When you have a negative outlook, it is just an outlook. Change it. You can affect the truth of your life. You can change the truth of your life. If the truth of your life is that you out of shape, you can change that truth. If the truth of your life is that you broke, you can change that. Staying stagnant in your thought processes is what causes men to have such a negative outlook on life. That one thing, staying stagnant in your beliefs, staying stagnant in your outlooks, staying stagnant in your perceptions, is the one thing that causes men to give up on life. And it makes no sense to give up on life. It absolutely makes no sense to give up on life. If you're going to give up on life, man, just take yourself out. There it is, Quay recant. So I don't recant my statements. I just make adjustments to my outlooks on them. All it takes is one experience. Listen, if you believe that all women are bad, all it takes is one experience, man, to have a one woman that's good, and then you don't believe all women are bad. You may believe most women are bad, but most is a big difference from all. All it takes is one experience. And if you live in life, you're going to continue to have those experiences. All it takes is one experience. And then at the same time, men have to understand when you put yourself in a situation. You have to understand when you put yourself in a situation that's not positive for you. Just because you stayed with a woman who didn't give you any positive energy does not make the woman bad. It makes you a fool. Accept your responsibility in your own life. Whatever happened in your life, you have a responsibility in it. You played a role in everything in your life, good and bad. Good and bad. So I give myself the credit, and I'm like a Super Bowl champion quarterback. When we win, I take the credit. When we lose, when we win, I get the credit. When we lose, I take the blame. You see what I'm saying? When I win, I get the credit. When I lose, I take the blame. I got to do better next time. Now I got to keep it coming. That's just the reality of it. You see, the bottom line is this, man. Plenty of times, men fall into this mindset of blaming the world for being the way it is. But here's the thing. The world has always been the way it is for every generation. Now, does the world change and evolve? Yes. But in the 1920s, The world was the same for everyone. It was the same world. Did some people have a better go of it because of their plight in life? Yes. Did some people have a worse go of it because of their plight? Of course. But the world was the world. So you don't live in a different world than I live in. I may have, I may have a few more trinkets and treasures and have an easier go of it. You may have a few more trinkets and treasures and have a little easier go of it. But we live in the same world. We all live in the world where we've been masked up for the past year. We all live in that world. We all live in the post-pandemic world. We live in that world. So you have to stop blaming the world for being the way it is. The world is the way it is. Men like attractive women. Women like attractive paid men. You can be attractive and broke and get women, or you can be paid and unattractive and get women. But you can't be broke and unattractive and get women. That's just the bottom line. And any man listen, man, if I was broke and unattractive, I wouldn't expect to get women because I deal with the truths of life. I know what the truth is. And that's the truth. And that's real, man. And so that's why I promote paying the cost to be the boss. Not so you can like take care of a woman. I'm talking about pay the cost to be the boss in your life. That way you can dictate what woman comes into your life. You can dictate the position she plays in your life. You can dictate the role. You can dictate the input. You can dictate the outtake. You can dictate everything if you're the boss of your life. You have to take control of your life. And part of that is to take all that blame that you're putting out into the world and place it at your own doorstep. Because I promise you, if you look hard enough, every negative thing in your life can be traced to a decision you made. That's my mantra. If you want to solve any problem in your life, trace it all the way back to the decision you made that started the spiral. Because there's one decision you made that sent you down that path. Trust me when I say that. There's one decision we all made that sent us down whatever path we went down, positive or negative. So the reality of the scenario is this, man. If you never had positive female interaction outside of friendship, then I get it. You don't understand, being in a position of power with women. I get it. If you always been a servant to women and never got served, I get it. You don't know what it means to kick back and be served by women. You know how many men out here chasing all these women for sex and they have to serve the woman? These guys don't know what it feels like to just kick back and have a beautiful woman serve you. They don't know what it feels like to walk right into a woman's house. As soon as you hit the door, man, she like right there in front of you on her knees. They don't know what that feels like. They don't know what it feels like to never be turned down by a woman. I'm not talking about, a lot of guys know about approaching women. I'm talking about intimately, a woman in your life. They don't know what it feels like to never have a woman you're involved with turn you down at any point. They don't know what that feels like. And I get it. Because if that was my life, I'd feel the way they feel. I'd feel upset. I'd feel defeated when it comes to my interaction with women. I would. I'd feel that way. I know why they feel that way. I'd feel that way. Real talk. Got a couple super chats in here, man. Let me catch them right quick. I used to say, hey, man, appreciate the $5 super chat. Thanks for the words of wisdom. I'm still learning day by day. My self-improvement journey is challenging, not impossible. Exactly, man. But the thing that makes it amazing is that it's challenging. So every step, you've overcome another challenge. That's how you build confidence in life, man, overcoming challenges. That's how you build confidence in yourself. Self-confidence is based on overcoming challenges. Jay Lax, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Bro, say the truth is hard to swallow at times, but there is always an absolute truth. Kings must accept the truth in every situation. Must accept the truth in every situation. Well said, Jay. Landon Anderson, appreciate the $20 super chat, man. Checking in from Tampa, Florida. Salute to Tampa, man. One of my favorite places in the United States. Yeah, that's what it is, Philem. They think you got to pay for treatment like that. They don't think it's a reality. And listen, and there are men who get women who don't think that's a reality. Because this is the thing. You have to let the reality of being with the woman happen. But if you always approach it like you're gonna lose the woman, or you always approach it like, you know what I'm saying, like listen, man, if you can't enthuse, or if you can't enthuse a woman or confuse a woman, man, you don't need to have her. You know what I'm saying? There's three rules of dealing with women, man. You gotta enthuse her, confuse her, and you gotta be able to use her, man. That's it, cause she gonna use you. Ain't nothing wrong with using a woman because a woman gonna use you, even if she use you for validation just because you pick her up in a nice whip. Even if she use you for validation, man, because she able to go out, with an attractive man that got paper. Even if she use you for validation, man, because nobody else, is willing to be patient with her intimately, man, or whatever you do for a woman, man. No matter what you do, you got to be in a position, man, where you can wrap your mind around the concept, man, that you got to be able to enthuse, confuse, and use a woman, because she gonna try to confuse you. You know what I'm saying? She gonna hope she can enthuse you, and she damn sure gonna use you. And that's just the reality of it. Everybody gonna be used, man. And that's another thing these guys can accept. Everybody gonna be used. It's all about how much you're willing to be used, and it's all about what's the transfer of currency. You understand what I'm saying? How much are you being used versus how much you're using? That's all. That's the reality of life. All relationships that are beneficial to both parties are great. Symbiotic relationships are wonderful in nature, and they're wonderful between human beings, but nature does it because it's instinct. Humans shy away from it because everybody want to get the better half of it. But here's the thing. If you get equal exchange for whoever you're dealing with, if a woman's giving you even exchange, if you feel great being with the woman, she feels great being with you, no matter what you give, you feel like you're getting, equal in return or even greater in return, what's the loss? But these guys are so confused when it comes to dealing with women in a positive interaction, they just don't believe it's possible. They think we lying. They literally think we're lying about, man, having positive experience with women. They just don't think it's possible. There's no way that you're having these positive experiences with women when all my experiences with women are negative. Women don't treat me fair. Women are mean. Women aren't kind. Women don't love me. Women don't have sex with me. Women don't do any of that. You're lying. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just making it up as I go, man. It's possible. It's possible that none of these things have happened. It's possible that I don't wake up every day with some sexy in my phone. It's positive that I don't wake up and enjoy my life to the fullest. It's possible that I have very negative interaction with women. It's possible that women dog me out. It's possible. It's possible that women treat me like a dirty dog, man. It's possible that every time I go around a woman, all I can do is get me a bowl of it. It's possible. It's possible that women don't give me no brain and I do all the going down. It's possible. It's possible that I have to pay what I weigh with every woman I deal with. It's possible. It's possible that women use and abuse me and I don't get a chance to use, enthuse, or confuse them at all. It's possible. But it's very damn unlikely. You understand what I'm saying? It's possible, but it's very unlikely. As a matter of fact, it ain't even possible, homie. Because before I allow that, well, I ain't got to worry about allowing that. They don't even try to do it to me. And that's real. GMB, shout out to the homie GMB, man. Appreciate the $50 sponsorship, homie. Hashtag me first, real talk G. Y'all know the homie G, man. Y'all go over there and click his channel, man, if you want to get that raw. That raw boy country boy flavor. You got to get it, man. Yeah, that's it, Flim. See, this is the thing, man. When I talk about not cold approaching women and now all these guys, some of these guys get women. Or they claim they get women anyway. But when I talk about, man, the alpha energy, man, they ain't taking this and my will, no way, and all that, man, these guys be listening to women. But any woman who tells you that she can't buy into my will, no way, she ain't got no man. She might have a simp, but let's be realistic. A simp is not a man. He's a male. But any woman who says that, man, she ain't got no man. And these guys be listening to female rhetoric. They listen to what women say about what they don't like and what they don't want. So you got guys out here that don't have any experience with women that's always talking about what women want and what they don't want and what women like, but they hear it right from women. A woman ain't gonna tell you that she likes somebody to treat her the way she want to be treated sexually behind closed doors. She don't want nobody to know she get down like that, how buck wild she is. She don't want nobody to know, man, type of thing she into. She wants to be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. But the only way you can stay a lady in the streets, if you're a freak in the sheets, is to keep your freakiness in the sheets and don't never let it get out in the streets. Women want to be dealt with from a man with by a man with a powerful outlook, by a man from a powerful position. And these guys don't get that. And their negative outlook has always been, well, no, man, but women don't like guys who treat them nice and blah, blah. Okay, well, don't treat women nice. Be nice to the rest of the world. You got a whole world you could be nice to. If women don't want you to be nice, why are you being nice to them? If they don't respond to that, why are you doing it? Help me understand this, man. Dude, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. BOA, if I show my alphaness with a chick and while I'm escalating past kissing, she says we should wait, should I accept if all chicks say this? I mean, all chicks ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? All chicks ain't gonna say that. If a chick really into you, man, she ain't gonna say that. You know, and this is the thing. You can't show alphaness. It's just who you are. You can't turn alphaness on and off. Like you can't turn your alpha energy on and off. It's just there. It's just who you are. If it's something you could turn on and off, then it's not alpha energy. Because you can't turn your energy on and off. It's who you are. It's who you are in your spirit, in your soul. It's what your being is made up of. And I mean, but this is the thing. If a chick says that, man, you just got to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta. But there's some tactics you could use, man. There's some things you could do to get past that. There's some things you could do where a woman ain't gonna never tell you that. There's a few techniques, man. You know what I'm saying? That game is to be sold, not told, though, man. I ain't just gonna put that out here, man. That's life changing. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way to get around that. Appreciate the super chat, man. So, you know, and this is the thing, man. This is not a diss to those guys, man. This is not a diss to men who have had trouble with women their whole lives. I'm really just saying that if you have had trouble with women your whole life, that's your life. Stop acting like every man has to have your outlook. We haven't had those negative interactions with women, man. Because as soon as a woman shows she's that type of woman, we put her to the side. You understand? We don't chase women. Like we don't, man, let me tell you something, bro, and it's real talk. I don't give a damn if a woman is a virgin. I'm not finna deal with a woman that want me to wait for sex. If I want it and she don't want to give it to me, I'ma leave her alone. I'm not finna wait. I'm not finna pursue her. I'm not finna go down that because this is the thing. If a woman is into you, she can't wait. I don't give a damn how strong she thinks she is. If a woman is into you, she can't wait. I'm talking about if a woman is really vibing with you, she can't wait. I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. She can't wait. I'm not saying she can, it's going to be hard for her to wait. I'm saying if a woman is really vibing with your alpha energy and y'all have that type of sexual chemistry, she cannot wait. She can't wait any more than you can. If you're going to be in that situation, a woman going to wait, it's because you make her wait. A woman can't wait when she wants you. Trust me when I tell you. When a woman's in heat and you're the man she want to rain on, she can't wait. She don't even want to wait. It's not even in her. And that's real talk. I'm telling you what's real. Any man that's had any positive interaction with women from position of power will vouch for that. If a woman is into you, she cannot wait. I'm talking now, if y'all don't spend no time around one another, cool. I'm talking about if she's with you and y'all are together in a setting, just the two of y'all, and she wants you like that, man, your breath must have been kicking or something, bro. She must smell your breath. Maybe you ain't, maybe you ain't wash your wee wee or something, man. It had to be something hygienic or something, it had to be something that turned her off. I mean, but unless she turned you down from the beginning, I mean, if as soon as you tried to escalate past kissing, I mean, if she didn't even really want to kiss you, that's something different. But it just doesn't happen, man. If a woman is really into you, man, man, you had to beat her off with a stick. You literally had to beat her off with a stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've had women take my wood, man. It was either I was gonna freak them or fight them. I ain't had no choice. It was on the you gonna freak me or fight me. And so I said, well, hell, it don't benefit now one us for me to fight you. So I let her go crazy on me. And even that time right there, I was in a position of servitude, man. She just wanted to sop me up with a biscuit. Like she just wanted to go crazy on me. So I just laid back and played. I started to just put my hand behind my head like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I just laid back and got served, man. That's the thing. If a woman is really into you like that, man, like she sees you differently. She sees you like a piece of meat, man. And if a woman's not giving you that energy, then you don't want to be intimate with her anyway. Because here's the thing. You can have a whole lot of sex with a whole bunch of women, but you don't want to have a whole bunch of sex with a whole bunch of women. You want to have amazing sexual experiences with women every single time. Every single time you engage with a woman intimately, you want it to be an absolutely amazing experience. I'm talking about mind blowing. If it's not that, then you just wasted your time with a woman who really wasn't vibing with you like that. And that's real. That's just, I can't get no realer than that, homies. Rare breed, she. I saw you super chat up there, man. Salute to you for the super chat, man. Home say tuition. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate that. So, man, the reality of the situation is this, man. If you have had trouble getting intimacy from women or getting served intimately by women, I understand your frustration. I understand your pain. I sympathize with you. I can't empathize with you, but I do sympathize with you. And I just want you to know, if you don't want to overcome it, go on with your life. If you do want to overcome it, you need to be hanging out in the atmosphere, man. Book yourself a consultation, man. We'll get you over that hump. It's gonna be some tough love, man. Cause I ain't gonna baby you, man, and I ain't gonna sit and talk soft and sweet to you like you're a baby. But we gonna get you over the hump, man, and get you in a position where you can get the thing that you really want, and you can stop acting like you don't want it. Cause a bunch of men who want positive interaction with women, man, that want intimacy from women, man, they act like they don't. But we know you do, and you know you do. And if you do, go ahead, man, make it happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no need to behave as if you don't want certain things to happen, man. We know you do. So, man, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. We're going to go ahead and get to wrap that thing up, man. An hour about as long as I go on these joints, man. That's it for me, an hour. Super chat. Appreciate $10 super chat from you, Shy. Grinding and growing. Tuition. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all slide on out of here, man. It's been an hour. Got a great piece of content coming up for y'all tomorrow, man. We're going to take another deep dive tomorrow, man. And y'all be looking for me on the King Ray Ray channel, man. Early morning motivation on the King Ray Ray channel. Y'all be looking for it. We're going to be up early with it, man. You know what I'm saying? 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. That'll be 8 a.m. on the East Coast. It's going to be early for you on the West Coast. It's going to be 5. But we'll be up, and it'll stay up. So y'all look for that, man. And just keep in mind, man, ain't that wrong, man, with having women have a positive interaction with women, man, but you got to have standards. You got to stick to those standards. You can't compromise those standards. And no matter what else a woman brings to the table, if she doesn't bring those things that you want in a woman, you have to cut her loose. You have to keep her out of your life. Because unless you're getting what you want, you're not getting anything. And that's real. Salute to your homies. Famo, appreciate you being in the joint, man. YMC, I saw you here, man. Appreciate you being in the joint. I appreciate all the super chats, all the support, man. Patreon gang, man. I got y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all bear with me, man. It's been hectic, man, trying to get these projects ready, man. So y'all bear with me, man. I appreciate y'all rolling with me. And then it's the thing, man. On some real talk, if you on my Patreon, man, and you get and you have some type of issue, man, because I got other things going on, and so the content might not kick out when it's supposed to kick out on every now and then. Man, just get off Patreon, man. 'Cause I got too much damn content over there for you to be crying about content not popping up. That's anybody. If you have a problem with, and this is the thing, man. I know it ain't too many people give as much content on their Patreon as I do. I know there ain't. Know what I'm saying? I know for a fact there aren't people who give as much content on unless they're just solely on Patreon. There are people who are solely on Patreon. But guys, man, who regularly do YouTube, man, and do Patreon, man, you're gonna be hard pressed to find somebody, man, who dump as much content as I dump over there, man. And so nobody's gone through all of the content on Patreon. It's impossible. You can't. So that was my Patreon rant, man. But I got y'all coming, man. I got y'all coming. Y'all be looking for that, man. If you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, go ahead, man. Plenty of content over there, man. And we got some content over there, man. That I'll tell you like this: the content on Patreon is the only place you're gonna find it. The membership content is the only place you're gonna find it. So you're not gonna hear some content on the membership, on the YouTube membership, and then go to Patreon and hit the same content. That's just not how it goes. And you're not gonna go on Patreon and hear some content and then come back and hear that content on the YouTube members. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint. Flims, salute to your famo. Appreciate you being in the joint. Let's head on out of here, man. Peace.